Okay, Josh, this is a video to show you how to do the new, what I'm going to call a social media HTML page, which is where we're going to put all of our links on and have links back to each one of those. And you already know how to do an HTML page. This is real similar, almost the same. Um, and then we'll have a link back to the @ID page. Now the video that I'm going to send you that shows um, how to do the feed burner, that I want you to be able to come back to this page that you're going to build now and embed the the iframe from the feed burner. Um, it talks about a super feed and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I've put notes inside the video letting you know what we're going to do. So this video, what we're going to do is we're going to cover we're going to do the HTML page creation, put all the social media properties on it, local schema, which is a little bit different than what your @ID schema is. And then I'll show you how to put the feed burner embed on this HTML page when we're done. So first thing you got to do is you got to go do the local schema, and then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add that to the page and to the HTML page, and you already know how to do that. Um, I don't know why I had get RSS feeds. Um, Probably because I want you to get when you build the branded networks, I need the RSS feeds for Blogger, WordPress, and Tumblr. That way that we can go to FeedBurner, which is the video that Bradley's going to show you how to what to do with FeedBurner and create a feed and the the iframe that's going to be embedded on this next page or the page that we're going to create. So um, then you already know how to do this as well. Instead of making an going to Google Sites and creating a @ID page, we're going to create a social media page that you're going to embed this HTML page on, and then you'll make an iframe on that and do the same thing that we do with the @ID page. We'll come back and then you'll create a Amazon 3, create and load the HTML page on that, and then you're going to get uh, iframes of each one of these bloggers, WordPress, and Tumblr, and you're going to come back and we'll load them on the HTML page. So you already know how to do the schema. I've got a really neat tool that might help you even doing uh, even our @ID schema. So I don't know if I can. Let's see if I can go to that link. It's pretty simple. This little tool that uh, you come to this schema markup generator, which it just creates the code for you. You come in here and you want to click on local business because that's what we're going to do for all of these social media pages. And so you scroll down and here you're going to put local business. Let's see if there's any of these that will pertain. You can add them or just click on them and it will put them in there. So, you know, we've done self-storage before. We've done a store. We've done a lot of here's professional service that you can add. Um, um, let's see if there's any other. Here's a home and construction business like for contractors or roofer. This was the one you would use. Anyway, so otherwise, if it's not on the list, you just click on the first one, the local business, and then more specific types. Come on. Actually, this is where you're going to put the name in, and just for grins, I'll use my name. And then you see it automatically populated my stuff because it's already in the computer. But if you just click on, like if you have the image URL, go to maps and grab an image for that GMB. The at ID URL, you'd want to put that in that, from the G site. And then this would be the website. Um, and I always put in here where it says price range, just type in varies, VARERIES, and that way it will. And then always put the right country in. If it's United States, put the United States. If it's Canada, obviously put Canada in, or the Netherlands, or wherever they're from. And then it's up to you to pick the whether it's a state, or like in Canada it'd be Alberta, or in Netherlands it would be put the Netherlands there instead of and then too, if you've got a zip code, it will automatically pull the longitude and latitude in here. If you create this or click on this geo coordinates, I'm going to do it because it's going to just pull in the coordinates for me. But when I usually have the coordinates in the info when I add that to the drive for the map. So I want those coordinates in here, not this. Don't click on this one. But I'm going to do it just so you can see what happens. And it populates the coordinates for you, and automatically puts them in over here. See, it's writing the code for you all the way over here. So yeah, we want open 724 or 24/7. Then this is where you put the social profiles. If you'll click on each one of these, it's going to give you the ability, and it ain't going to. They're not going to be labeled like this out here over here in the code. It's just so that you can go in here and put them. And all you do is you click between. What you do is you go get the URL for YouTube, the YouTube channel, and you would click when you print or copy this and put it in a notepad, or you can put it right here. So you can just put the URL for the. Um, I'll grab one so you can see what I'm talking about. Um, Here's a YouTube channel. So you grab the URL. We'll go back there and just paste it in, and see it puts it in there for you. So this is a pretty neat little tool. It might help you build yours faster. I haven't done the professional service, but you can try it and see. As long as it's got the at ID in there, which is this one right here, that's where you'd put the URL. The image URL you always pull from the map of the GMB, and then this one is the website URL of the, if they have a website. So anyway, then you can just take and let's see. I think you can just copy this whole thing and then put it in a notepad and make any corrections if you need to. But that will build the whole local business or a professional service schema for you. All right. Well, now that you got it done, we'll just pretend that we have it done. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to go uh, take it, and let's go back to the HTML page, and you should be doing it in Notepad++, but you can do it in a notepad. And here it is. So what I've done is already did the templates or the tokens for you. And if we start up here at the top, you can't see the very top, but there's nothing up there to change. Here you're going to want to put the primary keyword, which is, let's just say for the burnout coach. So this would say burnout coach, then the city of the GMB, and then in this case, since it's in another country, we'd put the Netherlands. Then you would put the profile name which would be the GMB name, which would be Jos Weidenhagen or whatever his name is, burnout coach in business, burnout and business coach. And that takes care of that. All of this other, excuse me. All right, so right here, you got a description. So between the brackets is what you wanted to highlight, and then go to the first paragraph or two of the GMB, and just like the other HTML pages, and we want to paste that in here. Obviously, then we want to add these keywords. The first three priority keywords that in the list that I always do. The list is always in priority. The first one is the number one keyword that they want to rank for. In this case, it's burnout coach. And I'm going to show you how this all looks after it's all done. I'm going to show you before and then after. Then here's where you're going to put the GMB website. You've done all this stuff before, so um, now the only thing that's different now is now you're going to go get the Blogger URL and you're going to paste that in and take out the brackets. And you're going to go through the entire list. So the entire list is the that all of these that are in the book, all the way down to Pearl Trees. You're going to put where they're called out in that document. And whoops, grabbed the wrong one. So you can see Gravatar, Twitter, Diigo, Evernote, all the Pearl trees. The MREID is down here, so is the GMB URL. That's the GMB website URL. Then the map, the Google map, and then the G site URL, and then the My Map URL if we have it. If we don't have any of these, all you have to do is highlight it and click delete, and then click delete the space between the two, and so um, it makes it real easy to edit. And then we have the G-Site social media page URL. So that's linking from the G-Site back to this page that we're actually creating, the HTML page, or actually just to the G-Site. I don't understand why this is. We got two of those social media page. Oh, you got the URL and then you have the actual call out, and you'll see that in a minute. And then the G-Site at ID page URL. That's what you're going to put here. And then for here, instead of putting G-Site at ID page, you would put burnout coach or whatever the main keyword is. That's what that means. You take the brackets out. All right. So once you're done with that, then obviously you go ahead down here and you take care and put the cities and the keyword, phone number, month and the date and the year. And then this is going to change. I'll go through this and edit this so that we can put the Blogger iframe, the WordPress iframe, the Tumblr iframe, and then we're going to put the feed burner iframe on this page, and you already know how to do all that stuff. So I'm going to pause the video and then we'll go so I can show you what's next or what it looks like in this way before it's edited, and then I'll put one together so that so you know what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, here's one that this is what it looks like with the code over here on the side in the online HTML editor. You've done that. You've seen that before. And so here's what it looks like before it's edited, you know, at the keyword and the city and the state. You can see in black here, it says, well, this is where you put the JSON local business code, and you're just going to stick that in the code where it belongs. And then you can see here, here's all of the jump links, was what we call them, the links to each one of these social media properties. So this has all of our social media properties. And again, this keyword down here, you'll see when you see the code, you can see they're all right here. So the keyword right here is the G site at ID page. So that's what that is. And then you're gonna finish all of this stuff like I was talking about, and then I'll address this lower part that hasn't been edited yet. So I'm gonna pause the video and then I'll come back when I've got this completely done, and you'll see what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, Josh, I got this one filled out, most of it. I didn't put the URLs in all of these, but you can see it looks like Tumblr is spelled wrong. But it's real easy. It goes both ways. You can do it right here, correct the spelling, or you can come over in the code and spell it, and it does it live for you. So you can see I put the keyword, and the city, and the state, which is the Netherlands would be the states, and then I filled out the rest of it so that you can see the date. Now this is where you would be putting the Blogger iframe, and then you can see the NAP here, um, then the GMAP iframe embed code, and then the G site of um, the social media page, and then down at the bottom it'll be the last ones would be, I don't know why I got Blogger twice. This should probably be the I've already got that one up there. Um, Maybe the G site itself, and then the WordPress iframe, and then the Tumblr iframe, and you know how to do all that. So let's go back to the slides to see what else I forgot. Oh, then the next part you've already done before. This says a lot of stuff that you do on the Add ID page, but you're not going to do that. You're going to do like I just showed you. Then you're going to go and put and create the Amazon 3 bucket, put the HTML in it. This is all the instructions on that you already have and know how to do. And then the last part is you do the same thing that you do as if it was a G site, which is, Add ID page, which is go in and change or do the search console and what you normally do. All right. Hope this helps. I know it's not complete, but you've got a really good idea what we're trying to do. And if you got any questions, you can call me.